So I'm sitting outside with a bunch of plants around me, and if someone who are sensitive to pollen or whatever else the vegetation puts out were to be out here, they would be more easily aggravated by the pollens, and they would perceive that in a way that I wouldn't. And as a result, they'd get uncomfortable and they'd have to leave or take a medication or something. So your way of interacting, so the physical world is as it is. The other person would perceive the pollens more than I would, but the pollens are still there either way. And as it stands, the world is as it is, and our what we perceive is our manner of perceiving it. And that's why it's important to be aware of other perspectives, not just of ideas and philosophies and decisions that can be made, but from the standpoint of what it is from a human experience. If there's a person like Stevie Wonder who lacks the sense of sight, I couldn't imagine what that is. I don't know what, like, does he see black? Like, I don't know what that actually means. But he'll have a heightened sense, he has a heightened sense of hearing, which has allowed him to uh, do music very well. But nonetheless, his manner of interacting with the world is profoundly different than mine is. And we notice it because the difference is so extreme. But that same difference applies across the board to anybody because every person perceives things differently and they'll pick out different things from the environment than other people will. Now, keeping in mind that the physical world as it stands is and always has been as it is. What you want is to heighten your perceptions to the point that things feel as beautiful to you as possible, to the point that you're able to acutely perceive what's around you rather than being stuck in a haze of thoughts in your own mind. And in that way, you can actually experience the beauty of everything that's around much more profoundly than you could otherwise. And the best example of that is seeing someone. The best way to illustrate that is the comparison with somebody who just sees darkness and has a hellish viewpoint on life because that's what things have looked like to them, either because they've had bad experiences which they've internalized and keep replaying within their head, or because for whatever reason that is how they view things now. But when we have people who are optimistic, not to the point of being naive and foolish, but optimistic from the standpoint of always believing things can get better, trusting, having faith in the future, having faith in themselves, having faith in their surroundings, their goals, the people around them, they can help make the world look much more beautiful to everybody, and most importantly to their own selves than someone else who has a darker world vision ever could.